What's up, Mirandi? Guess we're back with another Persona Hot Takes video. So I made a post. Is there time again? As I always do, share your Persona Hot Takes and things you hate about the Persona community. Question of the video: which Persona character you think has the best aura and why? I'll make a video on this when and if this post gets enough comments. I recently decided to why say that twice? I don't know, but twice in a month hot takes video. But I feel like once a month is way better because I've seen like more people get to interact more, and I feel like hot takes are one of those things which I feel like not everybody has 24/7. So I think it's better to do it once a month. All right, so let's go for comments. All right, Mr. Josh. Okay, ranking the manga protagonist. No Naoto or Rosuke. I think Naoto has a manga to her, right? Or is it different Naoto? I have actually not read the mangas. I do own the P5 mangas. I've some glanced through. I know they make like Joker hot in that, but I've never seen much of it. All right, Tatsuya. He does not have a manga, and that impacts him badly. He doesn't. I mean, I haven't heard people talk about the P2 manga, so I guess it doesn't exist. Like, P2 doesn't even have an anime, right? It got cancelled. Maya doesn't have a manga either, but doesn't matter that much because she would get overshadowed by Tatsuya either way. That's true. I actually, I love Maya, but, I can't disagree with this point. Because, here's the thing. If I disagree with this point, then I'm contradicting myself. How? I make the argument that Tatsuya in Eternal Punishment is like, damn! But if I say, nah, this is wrong, then I'm contradicting myself. So, Minato, decent character arc, but the lamest out of all the characters. Really? I've heard that the P3 manga isn't that good. His anime arc I really liked. Minako, one of the few times she got love, her manga and character also a bit better. Wait, she has a manga? I'll be very honest with you, I've heard that Kotone does not have a manga. I'll be honest. There's some one-shots here and there, I believe, but she does not have a manga, I think. Akira, really good character arc, but the Memento's mission really sells it. However, I actually like his anime role a bit more than the manga, and hot take overall believe P5 anime is underrated and will love to see royal version soon. So, here's the thing. I have not seen the P5 anime. I've seen clips of it. I will agree, the animation is, I'll be honest with you, is iffy. But one thing I will add, a lot of people don't understand this, is that before Royal, prior to Royal, I feel like Akechi was an okay, good, decent character. I've seen some clips, and I think I've only seen the last episode, maybe, of P5 animation. When it got dubbed, or did I watch in sub? I don't remember. Or I watched some of the last episode. And here's the thing about Akechi. Akechi in Royal, in OG P5, the game, is okay. The anime really makes him a really good character. And then you see that in Royal. Somewhat. That is something I really love. And here's the thing, one of the major things, so back in the day, I talked about when Reload came out, and I do talk about for Revival, is that they can take stuff from animation, from the animes. And the reason I say that is because P5R technically did take something from the anime. It's one of the fights in the ship. It's the ship final fight. I'm trying to spoil it, but let's just say a solo Joker fight is in the anime that was not in the OG P5, and that was shifted to Royal. So when I say, hey, they can take stuff from the anime, I'm not just saying it blatantly like, oh, what if they did? No, they've already done it. So I want to say yes. Hot take, I think, okay, a lot of people say things are bad. I would believe it's underrated because I've noticed that, because I'm a little bit on Twitter, see stuff on Twitter now, browse a lot. I'm shocked, just to say, because either people don't know what bad is, or they just think everything is bad. I don't know. Soji, really? Narukami, better character arc than the other characters and has a really good personality. While he is not better than the anime, he is better than the other protagonists in terms of personality and character arc, except for, and it's gonna be Naoya. Yep. Okay. I'll be very honest. I've heard that the P1 manga is the best manga. So, again, just to say, best character art personality, he is night and day when it comes to his personality in manga and in the game. However, every character has become really good in the manga. The only exception is Maki, who became a bit worse. Really? Although hot take, I think she's overrated in the base game. Anything. Oh, that hurts me. But okay. But Naya went from being the worst character in P1 to the best character in the P1 manga. These are my rankings. How would you rank the... I actually can't, because I have not read any of the mangas. Yeah, I have not read any of the mangas. Persona mangas. I've read mangas, but I've not read Persona mangas, I should say. All right, let's go. But this intrigues me. I think it's time. I think it's time for Randiger to get into the mangas. I think it's time. Tell me in the comments, which manga should I start with? I think I want to start with P1 and then go up the ladder like that. But like, I don't think it matters much. And who's Rosuke? I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe it's Yosuke has a manga, but okay. For the community, I personally don't feel like there are enough hot takes, and that some are a bit of bandwagony with certain characters being talked about all the time, and others basically not even existing. Cough cough on. Anyways, hot take time. Makoto Niijima is overrated as heck. I gotta, YouTube. Now, when I say overrated, I don't think she's bad. In fact, she's a well-made character, just not the best girl everybody claims her to be. I think the only reason she's that popular is because of P5 sidelining a lot of their characters after their respective arc. That is true. I've talked about this a lot. Example on Yusuke Haru. And Makoto kind of just seems like the best option, with her sucking up a lot of the screen time away from other characters. Alright. The reason Makoto is given a lot of screen time is not because of Makoto, though. It's because of Sai Niijima. Like, if Sai Niijima didn't exist, I feel like Makoto wouldn't be getting that much screen time either. Because the game literally is like, alright, you got your arc, boom. You got your arc, boom. It's like, okay, Morgana, you have a bit of arc. Okay, Makoto, just because of your sister, you're getting a bit of arc. And then there's like, okay, Joker and Akechi, like, we gotta give them, man. They're the, two sides of the same coin type stuff, So, yeah. And, like, the bad with us sucking a lot away from other characters. But I find after Kaneshiro, all of her story beat revolves around Sai, and she doesn't really get any growth. Like, it's so weird because the point of Sai Niijima was never Makoto. I always find this weird that when you see, I mean, it makes sense. Her palace is in the diet building, so you don't see Makoto in there. And that's why they couldn't even enter the second floor. Not first, second floor. And I feel like that is one thing that does make sense. But I feel like what should have happened is once you enter the second floor, you should have been seeing maybe Makoto's cognition, because they technically did enter. Because Sai usually doesn't think Makoto will ever be there. But when she is, there should have been some sort of cognition. But there isn't. And at the end of the day, that whole palace is about Joker and Akechi. That's it. That's literally what that palace is about. But yeah. Her confidant also has the same problem with it mainly focusing on a friend. Yeah. And with her kind of just being there and not really learning anything from it. I do agree. I think Haru's confidant really makes her good. But she's not one of the worst social links / confidants. But in P5, is she the worst? I need to do Evi and Nogutora. Like, Toransuke is his name? Is she the worst? Let me pause. Alright, so I got this picture. This is somebody's thumbnail, by the way, for a video. A confidant guide. So, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. You tell me, I'll find it and maybe, link in the description. Maybe after this video, I'll try to find this video. Alright. So, Igor, actually, let's remove that. Alright, let's stop Mona, let's remove that. There's Makoto, let's just assume oh no, the twins. The twins exist. The twins is good, but, I feel like they really gave... What's funny is twins actually have a pseudo-linked episode, right? They technically have a pseudo-linked episodes, technically. But let's not count the twins as well. So I think Haru's is better than Makoto. I think Yosuke is better. I think Sojiro's better. I think Yo's is better. I think Ryuji is also better than Makoto's. I mean, you're easily better, yeah. You are easily better. Chihaya. I want to say she's better, but let's remember that. I haven't completed Evi. Takemi is easily better. Kawakami is better. Oh yeah, I think is underrated. But I want to say Makoto's... Okay, this one is I think Makoto's better. Maybe. Shinya, he's decent. I would say he's up there on this level. Like, I like him, but like, I think this is too fast paced. Maybe that's just me. Togo is easily better. Oh, Mishima. I'll be honest with you, most of his confidant is like boring. It's like, I understand the character more, but his confidant is boring. It's like, okay, Makoto's confidant at the start is really good, but later on gets boring. I would say Mishima's confidant at the start is really boring, but then later down the line it gets good. I haven't done you, don't care about you. Not because it's a story based. Yours is better, yours is better. She's up there. Her confidant is up there. I'll be honest with you. Her confidant is up there. But let's see. Her with this mainly focusing with her just being there, not really learning anything from it. As I said, she's not bad, but compared to characters like Futaba and Haru, with how layered the confidant character stories are, I just don't think she really deserves to be called best girl. I do agree. I used to make fun Haru's screen time, but after a conference, I'm like, yeah, well, Haru is pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you, Haru is pretty good. And like, there's like, I feel like a lot of people either don't do confidants, or at least do confidants of side characters, not the main characters. So that's why it's like a lot of people don't talk about the story beats of sorry for the background horn. The story beats of whatchamacallit, don't talk about Haru and Futaba, which I think are done really well. Even Yusuke. Even Yusuke's, I think people don't talk about it. An's is also really good. It's just, I hate the fact that the whole dating thing is, I have you, oh, you have me, or you have the others. That is one thing where I feel like, and I think it's a mistranslation from the Japanese part. But I don't think, like, everybody has their opinion. Me personally, I'm a Chihaya guy, but like Haru is, I think, top tier. Like, do you want me to do, like, if people want, I can do a video, best Persona girls, or Persona 5 girls, or best Persona girls, until we reach Makoto. How about that? Oh, that's a good idea. That's a video idea. Alright, P5R should have added a post-game similar to how Dragon Quest XI did when completing the final boss. I have not played Dragon Quest XI. What's funny is, I have been thinking, so this is a Persona channel with Dragon Ball channel, and then with other stuff mixed in. I don't get time. I make time specifically for videos, so I can post them daily. I don't really get that much time to play other games. I sometimes do, but even in those times, I'm like grinding for other games. Like, if I got time today, I'll be grinding Persona 5 Dancing, so I can like get a video out, right? That's what I'll be doing mostly. But I've been thinking, if I'm making time for videos, should I play other games and just complete my backlog? Because there's a lot of games that I have not played. I own and don't play. I own Dragon Quest XI, but I just never play. I own so many Dragon Quest games, but I never played them. I own so many Final Fantasy games, I never played Final Fantasy. So there's a lot of games I just want to play, but don't get the time. It's one of those things. If you guys want, I'll try. Because I remember making a poll. I made 3 polls that I've never completed upon. One of the poll was won by Resident Evil 2. One of the poll was Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. And Resident Evil 2 was also a remake. One of the polls was Nier Automata. These 3 won. I want to get to Nier Automata and Resident Evil. Right now, there's a lot of games that I need to complete first. Persona 4, PS2, I'll get back to it. Super Dragon Ball Heroes, I haven't continued. Again, I'll get back to it. Nocturne, again. And I do get back to them. If you've seen in the past, there are some games I've stopped playing, but then I just suddenly make videos on them. So there's also Raido I started. That was recent, so like that video is coming. And then there's Dancing that's like gotten love from me out of the blue. So as for which character has the best aura, I will say it is the protagonist of each game except for P2. Tatsuya and Maya don't seem to have the same aura as Naoya, Makoto, Yu, Amamiya, and Nagisa. I need to remember Nagisa is P5X. By the way, I can't log into my P5X account. I've like gotten a new phone and it just wouldn't log me in. I don't know why. Kotone also has an aura. By the way, Tatsuya not having aura. I can understand Maya, but just saying. Eternal punishment! That exists. But, alright, Kotone also has an aura, but it gives a different vibe, which doesn't quite convey the best impression, We know Yu Narukami is very overrated. Ren, Joker, Amami, and Makoto Yuki are way better. Therefore, Yu doesn't take the crown. I think it is either between Joker or Wonder, but I will give the best aura to Joker. The thing with Joker, a lot of people I've seen talked that why did P3 get costumes? Not costumes, but like their gear and stuff. And people don't want P4 to get them. I'll tell you why P3 got them. Because I think it's more so towards marketing. So when you see a guy just jumping from the top and doing this, right? Or you just see his mask, Joker's mask. You instantly recognize that's Joker. I feel like that's what they were going for with P3. That's why the armbands exist. So I feel like when P4 remake comes out, they're gonna get new clothes. And this is just for marketing. So in the future, if they want to go, hey, P4 collab or a P4 spin-off, they could just show a silhouette and people will be like, Persona 4! Persona 5! I mean, that exists. Persona 3! Like, stuff like that. So I think they're just doing it for the marketing. I feel like. So, I think. Yeah. I also want to see P5 Strikers 2, which includes Suzumi, Zenkichi, Goro, Maruki, and one brand new character. We already got a rhythm game, a Warriors game, a tactical game, and a gacha game, so I don't want to see a different genre. By the way, yeah, this I want to talk about. I've noticed recently, people don't talk about it, but I say Persona 5 Dancing is the worst Persona game. Or Persona 3 and 5 Dancing. Have you guys noticed? It does not have any new character. No new character. So, one thing I want you to do for your hot take video is show a clip at the beginning of the video that stands out the most and then start the actual video. The way... Oh! I've seen the... Oh, so like an intro. I might not do this for this one because I gotta go work on the research project for my master's. I might do this. That's a good idea. I tried that with FemC, like portable runs. Huh, I might do that. I might actually do that. That's a good idea. Thanks, Savage Gamer. I've seen a lot of people do it. That's a good idea. Alright, so that's it. Out of all these, what's the worst one? Well, what's funny is P5R has post-game content, doesn't it? I know that's not what Savage Gamer is trying to say. I understand what he means, like a story or an additional stuff to wrap up. But like the Velvet Room attendant fights, those exist. Huh. I don't know, nothing really... I might talk about this, but like I can't. I'm not educated enough to talk about this. I'm not competent enough to talk about the manga protagonists. Huh. I don't think this is a major hot take. I actually do agree with this one. For a lot of people, this might be, but like I don't care. I actually agree with this one. And huh. Maybe let's just say, yeah, I disagree with this one. Aura. You like I don't know. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, this is the worst one. Tatsuya doesn't have aura. Yeah, this is the worst one. I just realized. Yeah, go play Eternal Punishment after playing Innocent Sin. Go play Eternal Punishment. That's such a weird way to say. To understand Tatsuya, you need to play the last 2 games. It's like it's saying like One Piece. After 500 episodes, it gets better. By the way, One Piece is got it. So, alright, my Randigas. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, click on the bell. I'll see you guys next time with another Persona, Shin Megami, Dragon Ball, Fairy Tail, whatever video. Consider subscribing. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I'm thinking of some video ideas, so when they come, do tell me if you enjoyed them. So I'm looking here to stop recording. Bye, 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 bye.